That was really nice, Bill. And we just thought about all these different people, and I have to say that Luana found most of those pictures. And not easy to find, so. Well, she said I had an hour. I still have 15 minutes. What do? Sing and dance? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So what I will tell you all is we're so happy everybody came. I mean, it's such a treat to get to see everybody. I know we all keep in touch on Facebook, at least most of us do, and that's a great way to keep in touch with people. So as I close my part of the program, I will say, y'all come back now here. Thank you all very much. Thank you, I love you.
So again, thank you, Miss Rita Whitford, also known as Diamond Love. So we have a couple of different options here for you. We still have across over here the time capsule DVD. We will do some live streaming over here with Mr. Don James. There's tons of food back there. And we also have lots of posters around to look at. We have boards that have fallen over because now it's actually getting some nice wind coming through. Yes,
I thought, could we sing the Almati before we all disperse?
sure, we could do that. Would someone like to lead that?
I will.
Okie dokie.
The former cheerleader.
Former cheerleader, your name is?
Zamra Amaram.
Zamra Amaral. And which do you want to do this school?
1978 graduate.
Woo! So you want to get in the school alma mater, or?
Yes, I was school at Amata.
Do you guys remember that?
No, guys, new ones changed the end. I just left all the night. I was teaching special ed, and I just left them. So the kids changed the last part, but we're going to sing it our own way. Now, is there any of the cheerleaders, former cheerleaders in the crowd? Come on, girls. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, we need the cheerleader from 1965. Oh, come here, girl. That's okay. You're gonna lead them anyway.
I was a minor.
You go, girl. Okay, kids. Stand still. Excuse me. Okay, we ready. She go mimic. We're gonna sing them, guys, okay? Tell to be maroon and blue now, okay, guys? Okay, you go, baby. Tell to be maroon and blue, alma mater fair and true. Can't hear you. Mighty dozen daughters, sweet loyalty, we have a faith we proclaim in air and born. Thou shalt be our guiding star, with thy forever shine. When united hearts we pledge we much as we shall always love, now and forever bold will fight. She gave the new version, as a good school. As all that is, yeah, they are really cool. But it's all good. Isn't she terrific? Okay, and please be gotta remember, class of 70, right? Oh, but still cute.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd also like to give the opportunity that anybody who would like to do some testimonials of what's gone on, stories they remember. Tonight's the informal night for that. Also, we can pick a chair and a table outside if you want to and sit in the cool air. We have lots of food. But I would like to spend just 1 second to tell you about the rest of the week. Tomorrow we have the party at a private residence. Unfortunately, it is sold out. for you folks that are coming tomorrow night, please don't bring any extra guests, because we can't we're in private residence, and there's a association, and we can only have so many people there. We do ask you to please carpool. We will have some parking attendants out there, but please understand that we sold that out really fast. Then on Saturday, there's 1,193 seats in the Baldwin Auditorium. We have sold 100. Get your friends out there, come on out. Let's show, we got a show for you in true Baldwin Theater Guild style. Okay, any kind. But what we're doing is we have from the decades all the way through Yalawana, and we're going to tell you some fun stories. There's some special guests, and then the beach day is during the day at Kamaole 3. Can they still go on and do potlucks, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, potluck.
Okay, show up at Kamaole 3 at 10 o'clock with your potluck. Hang out with other people with kids. That's a free event. Go home, take a shower, and come back at 6 o'clock for the show's up for you. And finally, our wrap-up will be at Kono's on the Green with a buffet breakfast. And if you've not paid for that, again, we would need you to do it quickly because we got to give an account of how many people. But Kono's, is that across from the POA site?
Yep.
So if you go down the new Kihei Highway, some of you folks
Oh, it's in
have not seen it, it's in Kihei. It's on the tech side, yeah, where the technology park side is, yeah. We'll try to see if we can get some signs or some balloons at the turn or something. It begins at 9. I believe we have until 11, 10:30, 11 to eat, 11 or 12, okay. And it's a buffet, which of course you guys know that's unheard of anymore. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is there anybody who would like to come up, tell a little story, because a lot of you folks came from the mainland. By the way, thank you so much for buying your tickets early. Better than the local folks. Local folks wait till last minute already. But that's okay. So anybody would like to come up and tell a story about a favorite memory they had when they were at Baldwin? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Mr. Eager, will you stand on this? Mr. Eager, will you stand up?
Yes, he was going to
Are you going to tell us a story?
No, he was. Yes.
No. Who's going to tell us a story? Anybody? Sir, are you standing up to tell a story? Or you're just going to go to the bathroom? Anybody want to? Kathy Collins, come on, tell us a story. You got something, I'm sure. Give Kathy a round of applause. Kathy, here you go. Come to you. Kathy, I'm coming to you, my love. Right here.
You're afraid I'm gonna tell that story, aren't you? No, I'm gonna tell a different story. I was in the cast of the second West Side Story, I think. 72, right? Was that our third? Was that the first time we did West Side? Valerie! Oh my God! Valerie was Maria. Paul Alexander was Tony. Joey Gaden was Rick. Yeah. And I heard Kent say that she played Consuelo in a later version, but that was my role. And I remember it was in Baldwin Auditorium. Miss Loudon would sit in the very back row. You remember that, right? I can hear you! I can hear you! And clapping. If she could clap between cues, we have to do it again. Do it again, do it again, do it again. But my favorite part was the scene, I think it was right before America. And the Sharks are all on stage. And Barry Helle played my boyfriend. Is he here? No? But Barry was my boyfriend, and what was the line? We came to America with our hearts open, with our minds open. And he says, you came with, actually he changed it to, you came with your mouth open. And the script said something different. But that was his line. He'd say, yeah, you came with your mouth open, and I got to say, you did, pig, and I slap him across the face. And Miss Loudon kept saying, do it again, because every time I raised my hand, Barry would flinch.
artistic. You can't flinch, you gotta stand there and just take it. Thank you so much. I got to slap Barry like a dozen times, just that one rehearsal. I know, he kept flinching. That's my story. I'll pass on the mic to somebody else.
I just got a funny little quick story. I was in the back waiting till dark, and we were at dress rehearsal. And I think it was she was props, and anyway, it was dress. Yeah. So we were sitting in the back, and it was super quiet scene. Of course, Tracy Ash was fumbling around, and we on our way around. And anyway, the music was going. Dun dun. Jim Orsona was in the back with the shirt. Dun dun dun. He goes. He was making these crazy noises with the sound, and I just blurted out laughing my head off. And Sue Loudon stopped. I could hear her screaming, "Stop!" She marches all the way back to that room. Who is laughing in here? This is supposed to be dress rehearsal. Everybody's supposed to be on their A game or whatever she said. And I about died because I am like the shyest, quietest person. But Jim Orsona's face was making every night he would make that Nancy quiet. Anyway, I've been there, but you coming around and cutting dress rehearsal.
Sue was not only a great director kind of thing, she was also a great nurse. I came in here one day, there was a bed over here, Derek Prince was in Whose Life Is It Anyway? Okay, he was trying to decide if, he wanted to keep living or wanted to pass away. Sue is here with a pencil and a jar of honey, spoonning it into his mouth. And I thought, wow, that's really realistic. I didn't realize the poor kid was having a diabetic reaction kind of thing. I thought that was the best acting really. And I guess Derek now is in real estate in LA or something? Yeah. Okay, is he doing any theater? Okay. Oh, really? Okay. What about Mikey Paxton? He graduated Northern Colorado in '98. Anybody know Mikey Paxton? But what's he doing? Is he? I don't know. Yeah. Triathlete? Mikey? In California. Wow. Very good. Okay. All right, next. Since she brought up Steve Prince, I will share something with you. Steve came in one night and had a rehearsal, and he had a tire tread mark on his face. It went right down his face. Danny Wilson ran him over with his bike, and we just teased him, and he was like, "Oh well, it's okay, it's okay." And he had tread mark on his face. Next.
Mine isn't a funny thing, but it's something that I think a lot of people don't know about what Sue Loudon did for MYT, because she really helped get it started, and people don't know that. So I want to share that with you. Sue, when I told her what we were going to be doing with the youth theater, this was after we had the first children's production under Maui Community Theater. We did The Hobbit, and that was kind of a testing play. And so then we got the word that we were going to be able to start this MYT program through the county. Sue had her students build the first flats. She had Michael Takita, someone I did not know at the time, build the first lighting board. So she really got us started. Not only that, but when we did Peter Pan, she helped us during the summer build the set. And when she built the set, she was teaching me something new about how to make something look really good on stage. She decided that, I don't know, did you guys still do paper mache? Well, she decided she was going to paper mache the roots of the trees for the boys underground. And so she was really good. I mean, she went to town and she spent hours building the paper mache roots of the tree. The problem was the paper mache never dried. It smelled horrible. And then the final thing I want to share with you is when I said that she helped the theater get started was she invited me to direct the children's group in Kingdom High. And that was a thrill for these young kids to be able to get on the ball auditorium stage. So, yeah, but you were fabulous, and you were a friend forever, and a wonderful woman. Thank you.
I want to thank Miss Loudon for getting me my very first kiss. And I just turned 16 and I was in Carousel. And I played the ingenue and Grant Lay played, he was an upperclassman. And I was so nervous about that kiss. And Miss Loudon was so sensitive about it. She took us out to the corridor because we were in the portables down there. And she said, okay, now, Val, get a little closer. You have to get a little closer. And finally, we did our stage kiss, and I was just so embarrassed. But Miss Lana was so sensitive about it. And Grant, I didn't know what he was doing, but he French kissed me one time on stage, and Miss Lana got so upset for me. And after that year, though, I mean, it was like, okay, we got a stage kiss, get over here, you know? So thank you, Ms. Loudon.
It's about Michael Fajita. Okay. He says, oh no, you can see it, but I tell it every time I get a chance. Michael was Mr. Accident prone. And nothing he did, if he had tripped over, fall, hit, whatever it was. But he was so good at building and such, and he was a good kid. And we were down in the portables, and he was using a drill, and he was drilling some stuff and such, and I had gone, I don't know, out in the yard or something, came back, and the kids came running and yelled, Miss Loudon, Miss Loudon, Miss Loudon. I said, what? And he said, Michael's drilled himself. Now, Michael always was teasing. And he always said, I'm doing this, he didn't do it, I've done this, you know. So I didn't believe him. I said, oh, come on. I said, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, no, he did, Michael, this is not the time to joke. About that time I looked down, he's just dripping with blood all over. And sure enough, he wasn't joking for the first time. But then there were many other times that he was doing things. We don't even want to go there. So, but,
My turn.
One of the great things I learned at Baldwin was how to be resourceful. And Sue was, I know how to straighten nails, believe me. I spent hours with the paint can straightening nails every time there was. And I don't know, I guess we didn't have enough money or whatever to buy. We didn't have enough. Well, one of the biggest things I think that brought back to mind was when we were doing a play called The Miser. And then Sue said, oh, we should have a checkered floor. She said, oh, we should have a checkered floor. And we said, well, how are we going to do that in the multi-purpose building when it was brand new at the time? And so we, Danny Anderson and I said, okay, well, we'll kind of figure it out. So we went and got some donation of some wood that we didn't know had some kind of a stain on it. And so we laid it all out, painted it, checkered, and all that worked fine. The day we had to remove the thing, there was a huge stain on the floor. I don't know how many hours we spent cleaning that room because it was the first time that room was being used. And so we left the mark. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell a story about Miss Carnivale. I'm Lana, and I graduated this year. So, thank you. So, 2 years ago, when we did Little Shop of Horrors, we were all wearing heels, and no one would walk on the balls of their feet backstage. So this one time, I think it was during tech rehearsal, they were doing a scene, and everyone was walking backstage because they just walked off stage. And then Carnivale just stops the rehearsal. Everyone just stops. And we didn't know, we're backstage and we're walking around, and we didn't know that she stopped it. She walks up the stairs, goes to the back, and she's like, pick up your damn feet. And then we all picked up our feet.
Okay, so I graduated in 1978, and I remember doing Miracle Worker. And it was one of our class plays, and I played Mrs. Sullivan. And I was so nervous. I think it was like one of my very first plays I did when I came here. And I remember I was on stage, and I was saying, and I was talking to the other character, and I went, I didn't play Sullivan, I played Mrs. Keller. And I remember talking to the person next to me, I think it was Karen Christopher. I think she's the one that played Annie Sullivan. Did you remember that? Karen Christopher? Okay, so I think I turned to Karen Christopher and said, well, I don't know, Miss Sullivan, on stage. And I was like shaking the rest of the time, right? I got backstage, and seriously, I need someone to hold my mic. Come here. Miss Sullivan, she didn't do this in her later years. I'm backstage, she walks the stage, she goes, don't you ever do that again! And her hair was, I don't think I can remember her grabbing her hair. And I went, okay. And I never did that again. But it was one time because she snapped me, she was like, I broke character. I mean, how dare I say her name on stage? You know that she does not remember that. I remember it very clearly. But this time, you know, I love you, so. Okay, anybody else? Come on, somebody's gotta have some memories. Nobody's got, come on, memories. Oh, there's Donna Lilligan. Well, we cannot get enough from you. So definitely, if you want to get us her, Donna? There's a dessert going around, so please
I
grab
just want to share one of Miss Loudon's favorite things, or the things that we would hear from her. Number one, where are my keys? How many times? And where's the Duma Flitchy? That's true.
You're welcome, kid.
That's true. But I hope, Miss Loud, do you have your keys with you now? Oh, good thinking. Okay, who's next?
I graduated in 1986 and I went to high school here at Baldwin. But one thing I gotta say, I had the best high school years I ever had. Maybe my grades weren't that great, but I got the 3.5, but I had the best, I have so many memories of having so much fun. Maybe I wasn't in a lot of the plays, but I did help. But it was the best time of my life.
To make it correct, the story in the AC magazine about Miss Loudon on stage at the EAL in Fiddler on the Roof, when I can't remember who was playing the rabbi, but whoever it was late. And so soon, in the first scene, she came on as the rabbi in a heavy coat and a black hat, and she played the whole thing with her back to the audience, and nobody could see who she was. And then the rabbi got a lot out, and we had all of Dan Visler's fabulous props, the camels and everything, that we stored in the parking lot between scenes, and I had to move them in and out. That was theater on a shoestring.
Yeah, I'm Kirsten Hayes and I graduated in '92, but what I want to share is that one of my dearest friends, kind of my soulmate in Portland, Oregon, is somebody I met when I was in parenting group with my oldest who's 12, and she graduated in '78. She had Sue Loudon when she was at Maui High, and she got to be in one of the shows. It was a 1950s musical review with Lorna Thorne. I don't know if anybody knows Lorna. Yes. And she said, it was so awesome, and it's so cool that we have like this French connection and all of these other things, but it was really magical when we discovered that we had this drama mentor who, and she shared a little anecdote with me. When she was in the 1950s musical, she is about this tall. She said Miss Loudon gave her a line for the show. It wasn't in the script originally, and then she was like, you need to walk on, you need to say, I need a hot dog, and I want it this long. Because she was 6 foot tall, she wanted her to say she wanted a hot dog, she wanted this long. And I think there was supposed to be some spice in that, when she said it. Nothing scandalous on Bowling Stage. Hi, I'm Georgette Platoon. Now I changed my identity, and I'm Jet Robidoux. I don't know why. That's who I am. For the past few weeks, people have looked at me and I said, hey, it's Georgette. And they'll be like, yeah, and they'll be talking to me, and then all of a sudden they go, oh, it's Georgette. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of reiterate what Kristen just said, because my sister also was in Camelot, I think in 1972 or 7, I don't know. She was in Camelot, 69, with her boyfriend Ronald Pima at the time, and they dated all 4 years. And then I got into theater in 1979. And then my oldest son went, and my daughter was in Oliver, and my son was also Silent Youth when he was 14. And my youngest son, who's at Napa right now at rehearsal, he sort of auditioned for Annie. He went, Miss Loudon says, anyone else want to sing? And my daughter really wanted to be in the show, but she was very shy. And my son Isaac, if anybody knows Isaac, raised his hand, and he went, climbed up on the bench, and he just started singing. The sun will come out with the piano, as Marlo was plunking away. And anyway, you have been a huge part of my family, and and I always appreciated you.
Everything's good. And I last just a little memory that I had with my time in drama is Carnivale. And my favorite memory was when I was in Snow White. And I was the she, it was my very first play, and I was so nervous. And the very first time on our opening night, I fell right over there, right on a ramp, and I fell into the ground. She came out and she helped me off stage. She helped me out of my costume. She bent down, literally helped me out of my costume. And ever since then, I've been so grateful. I've talked so much about how she depends on myself on stage and everything. And that's how I know she truly cared about all of us.
Blame it on me, blame it on me.
What's that? Basically,
Blame it on me, I told you to go.
okay, he told me to go on stage, because I guess he's having a hard time videotaping people. Well, so I came like at 2 this afternoon, Linda. I walk into this room, Linda's here, there's a bunch of kids, and she's yelling at them. So it's nice to see the tradition continues, you know, of the yelling that happens. And so, and I remember, like, memory for me with Miss Lowndes is one day she has this red pocketbook up on her little desk, and it's up, and it's propped up, and she's like just working like this furiously. And I went to go ask her a question, and I think it was Luana who stopped and said, "No, that's a red flag." Can I go talk to her when she has a red flag on? Because she's busy, she's under a deadline, and she's angry. So what red flag means, don't bother her. So I remember all these little things, and then finally she got so tired of losing her keys, she got a ding, 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 because she could never find her keys. But I think, just real quick, one thing I want to share is, because Linda Takita is here, and I think we're here to celebrate 50 years of the Baldwin Theater Guild. 40 years of that, Sue Loud was at the helm. And when you look at this program and what Linda Carnevale inherited, and Linda will be the first to admit it, even though she's a short little thing, she is standing on the shoulders of a giant. And you and Miss Loud, you're a giant. You're just a force of nature. You're to be reckoned with, and you've shaped and formed so many people. And I think part of what we're celebrating here also is not just the program, but everything that happened around it. So there, also an extent to Linda Takita, because Linda Takita touched just as many people in this room as Miss Loudon did. And I look at, okay, this is non-attribution. We're in a classroom, right? Okay, everybody understands what non-attribution is? Sometimes I look at math with a little bit of cynicism, because it all started with Linda Takita, and it was her sheer force of will sometimes that held that program together. And what it has become, it's just, Linda, every day I applaud you in my heart. And I wanted to recognize you as well. At least Miss Loud had a permanent room. We're moving from Punene Clubhouse to the fairgrounds to KCC, back to Punene Clubhouse, and you held it all together. And Miss Loud, same thing. You didn't have the support in the beginning, and sometimes it's just your sheer force of will that made things happen. And between the two of you, the belief you gave people, you gave belief in us, when a lot of times people didn't believe in us. And that's priceless. And though a lot of us did not go on into theater, what you two ladies gave us by believing in us, and nobody else wanted us, and we didn't even know we had talent in ourselves. And you would reach in and sometimes just kind of rip out our hearts to make us do what you wanted. Sometimes you'd pet us and cajole us and everything, but you just both of you. And I owe Linda my heart, Sue my heart. I love you guys.
You can just go at the bottom.
Aloha guys, my name is Sandra Amaral, class of 70. I graduated from St. Anthony, but I came to Baldwin all of my school life, and I was in the drama in 1969, 68, 67, 68, 69, and Sue Loudon. I ditto what my dear friend just shared with us. I remember coming as a farm girl to Baldwin High School, and there was a lot of people. A lot of kids, because prior to that I went to St. Anthony. But you saw something in me that I did not know I had. And that was the talent, God-given talent to share through dance, through song, and through drama. And I need to say that, like the kissing lady said before, you handled me with kid gloves, because all of you who knew me in Baldwin, I was tough on the outside, but very mellow on the inside. And I did not believe in myself. But when I took drama, I'd like you to know, Ms. Loudon, that till this day, I carry that strength with my head held high to know that I am able to share with pride my voice and my ability to communicate, and through your classes, I was given the gift and the courage to run for office, to open my own real estate firm, which I have today. But it's amazing because as outgoing as I was, I never took chances. And with drama, that's the one thing I think it gave all of us. It gave all of us the ability to say, hey, I'm on stage. I am somebody. I have a talent. I belong to a group. And I want to tell you, and all of you brothers and sisters out there from the drama club, no matter what year we graduated, I feel honored tonight to be here amongst Sue Lauda and all of you. But Mrs. Loudon, I want to thank you. And I will continue to thank you in everything I do, because it is because of you that I have found the courage that you gave me some 50 years ago. I love you, mahalo. God bless all of you.